Before the world knew his name, before the stadiums chanted Zizou in awe, before his feet carved poetry into grass and his fury wrote the final chapter of a World Cup, Zinedine Yazid Zidane was just a boy in a small, crowded apartment in La Castellane, a tough housing project on the northern edge of Marseille. Born on June 23, 1972, to Algerian Berber immigrants, Zidane was the youngest of 5 children in a home that bore the weight of exile, the dignity of labor, and the raw silence of survival. His father, Smail, worked as a warehouse night watchman. His mother, Malika, raised the children with a stern but loving hand. Their apartment overlooked cracked concrete courtyards where poverty was the norm and dreams didn't reach beyond the next paycheck. But young Zinedine had one escape, a football, often worn, rarely new, but always moving. He would play alone against walls, with stones for goalposts, and a wild imagination that turned alleys into stadiums and dust into glory. Unlike many who burn with early arrogance, Zidane was shy, painfully so. He didn't speak much, avoided eye contact, and rarely smiled. But when the ball rolled to his feet, something awakened. He didn't dribble, he glided. He didn't pass, he orchestrated. And he didn't just play the game, he translated it. Football became his first language, his way of expression, his rebellion against silence. At 10, he joined his first club, U.S. St. Henri, then La Castellane's local team. He was smaller than others, but he had an aura, something unspoken that coaches noticed instantly. He'd do a roulette turn, a no-look pass, a perfectly weighted through ball, and it felt unnatural. Not flashy, just beautiful. At 14, AS Cannes invited him to their youth academy. He left home, terrified, quiet, isolated, but determined. At Cannes, the coaches quickly saw he was different. He didn't speak much off the pitch, but on it, he became a general. Zidane would train alone for hours, watching how the ball spun, studying how it moved. Every touch was intentional, every pass a message. But even then, he carried a rage beneath the elegance. If insulted, he would strike. He headbutted a player in a youth match once. It wasn't the last time. In 1989, at age 17, he made his professional debut for Cannes. He looked gangly, unsure, until the ball found him. Then, time slowed. He made players disappear with body feints. He conducted matches as though he could hear a symphony in his head. He moved not like a footballer, but like a dancer cursed with genius. But still, he wasn't famous. He was a whisper, a name only football purists mentioned with raised eyebrows. By 1992, Bordeaux signed him. There, he matured. He began dictating entire games, scoring breathtaking goals, volleys, long shots, delicate chips. He made the hearts of those who craved beauty in football. He wasn't about goals or assists. He was about rhythm, tempo, grace. He made football feel different. You didn't watch Zidane, you experienced him. Juventus saw it. And in 1996, they brought him to Turin. Italy was colder, tactically, emotionally. The press doubted him. Too fragile, they said, too quiet. At first, they were right. But Zidane adapted. Under Marcello Lippi, he learned to fight, to lead, to rise. In his first season, Juventus won Serie A. In the Champions League, he made defenders look like statues. He became feared, revered, admired. But it was with France that Zidane truly became a god. In 1998, the World Cup came home to France. and France was fractured, socially, politically, racially. Zinedine, the son of immigrants from Algeria, stood at the heart of it. He wasn't the captain, nor the loudest, but he was the soul. Through the tournament, he played with calm fury, and in the final, against Brazil, he rose. 2 goals, both headers, both from corners, both like iron falling from the sky. France 3, Brazil 0. France were champions. Zidane became a symbol. His image lit up the Eiffel Tower. The country, if only briefly, found unity in a shy boy from the banlieues. Black Blanc Beur, they called it. Black, white, Arab. All French, all champions. But Zidane was no savior. He never wanted to be. He returned to Juventus, but Real Madrid called in 2001, and for a world record €77 million, he joined the Galacticos. Madrid was chaos, glamour, politics, power. But Zidane? Zidane was elegance amidst the madness. He played with the serenity of a monk and the violence of a storm. In 2002, he scored the goal. A left-footed volley in midair in a Champions League final against Leverkusen. From the edge of the box, he didn't celebrate. He just turned, calm, as though to say, "Of course." That goal became legend. It is still replayed in silence with piano music, as though no commentary could do it justice. But yet, Zidane's story was never about perfection. It was about contradiction. For every moment of magic, there was a flicker of madness. In 2006, at 36, he came back. One final dance with France. He led them to the World Cup final, past Spain, past Brazil, past Portugal. He was ageless, majestic. In the final, he scored a Panenka penalty, off the crossbar, in the World Cup final. Who does that? But then, the moment. 110th minute. Marco Materazzi. An insult, a whisper. Zidane turns, walks back, and delivers a headbutt that echoed across time. Materazzi fell. Zidane was sent off. His last act in football, rage, not glory. France lost. Zidane disappeared. No farewell speech, no interviews, just silence. But what is Zidane, if not silence? He became a coach, quietly. He led Real Madrid to 3 consecutive Champions League titles. No drama, no ego, just efficiency, respect, and results. He didn't shout. He didn't celebrate wildly. He didn't want attention. He just wanted the game. Zidane never chased fame. Fame chased him. He didn't need tattoos or social media or brand deals. His brand was silence. His tattoo was the way he moved. He didn't need to talk to be heard. His play spoke in languages that couldn't be translated. Zinedine Zidane is not just a footballer. He is myth and man, fire and ice. He is the stillness before the quake, the dancer who sometimes broke the floor, the conductor who sometimes broke his baton, but always, always, he made the world watch. He taught us that beauty and violence, grace and rage, poetry and pain can all live in one man. And when the dust of football history settles, his name will remain like the echo of a ball against a concrete wall, deep in the alleys of La Castellane, where a quiet boy once learned how to dream.